Hello and welcome to another episode of Barlow's TV, your local landscape and garden resource. I'm Stephen Barlow, here in the garden to talk to you today about pruning roses in the spring. So right here I have a knockout rose. This is one of the tried and true roses that are out there in the market, and we did not prune this rose in the fall because you generally don't want to prune roses in the fall because that'll encourage growth. And that could lead to diseases through the wintertime. So you leave your roses in the fall, and once spring comes, it's time to prune them. So I have a rose here that's ready to be pruned, and the general tricks of pruning is first, make sure you have a really good pair of pruners. This is a pair of bypass Corona pruners that are really nice and short. The other thing that you want to make sure is you're going to prune all the dead, decaying wood out and any crossing branches. So I'm going to start cutting this rose back. This is a fairly newly planted rose, so it doesn't need a ton to be cut back, but most knockout roses I would cut back about 2/3. So in here you see this cross branch. I'm going to cut that branch out to let light inside of this rose. So I'm cutting a lot of this shrub rose back. So why don't you check? We'll check back with you once we get this pruned up a little more. You can see how we're making out. Okay, so I have my rose beds all pruned. I have my friend Benjamin here who helped me prune it. And what we're gonna do, so you can see we got rid of all the crossing branches. It's much smaller, but I got rid of the ones that didn't make it through the winter, the branches, and I also got rid of any crossing branches in there. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put something called Epsom salts. Epsom salts is magnesium sulfate. Roses love it, and it's a little trick that my dad taught me. So I'm gonna put about a handful of Epsom salts around the rose bush, and I'm also gonna put on some rose tone. Rose tone just doesn't have enough magnesium in it, and magnesium helps to push out that new growth and makes it that lush green color. So I'm gonna put 2 handfuls of this rose tone around my rose bush, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna really work that in. And I'll work that in, and what that'll do is it'll help that new growth push out nice and full. So thanks to Benjamin for helping me out prune this rose bush, and thanks for you guys for watching this episode of Barlow's TV. I encourage you to check out our website for more tips on how to take care of your plants. Thanks and have a great day.